Hi, my name's Natasha. I'm from PocketYogini.com, and today I'm sharing with you my Bed Yin Yoga practice. If you love to snooze, then you'll love this practice. I used to snooze a lot, and then I realized I was wasting precious practice time, so I started to use each snooze for a different yoga practice, be it stretching, meditation, or breath work. Then last year I went to a yin teacher training and I learnt about the infant series where you do one pose every minute. Usually you're moving in the poses, but as I love to snooze, I decided to create a yin yoga bed practice that I could start in bed and ease my way onto the floor, onto my mat. I use an app called the Insight Timer that allows me to create presets, and I have one preset that repeats every minute for 35 minutes, but my actual practice is about 15. After that, I can choose whether I want to practice on my mat, meditate, or do some breath work or journaling. Hope you're inspired to practice at home, otherwise why not join me for this 15-minute practice? We start lying on our backs in our beds, and then we move into half moon, sliding the hands and the legs to one side so we get a nice long stretch down the outside of the body, down the ribs and waist, keeping the shoulders and buttocks flat to the mattress. We then relax and soften as we hold. As the bell rings, we move over to the other side, moving the arms and legs as desired till you get that nice long stretch down the other side of the body. And again, as we hold, we relax. As the bell rings, we move the body back to the center. You can bring your soles of the feet together and have the knees out wide in BADDHA KONASANA, or cross the legs in an easy cross-legged position. The arms can be beside you or overhead. Again, as we hold, we relax. When the bell rings, we ease the legs gently up and then cross one leg over the other, bringing the knees in towards us into a shoelace pose or thread the needle or reclined pigeon. We're aiming for a stretch in the buttocks of the top leg that's been crossed over. If you're feeling it more in the knee, you may want to adjust how far you cross the leg over so that you feel the stretch more in the buttocks than the knee. Once you've found your position, we pause, we hold, we soften. Once the bell rings again, we cross the legs in the opposite direction, adjusting as required so we feel the stretch in the buttock muscle of the leg that's been crossed over. Again, once we've found that stretch for ourselves, we soften and relax as we hold. Once the bell rings, we gently ease our way out of the pose, placing the feet to the floor, the arms out to the side, and allowing the knees to drop to one side into a simple twist. If you're familiar and you'd like to go deeper, you can move into cat's tail by taking the bottom leg back and reaching for the foot with your back hand. Once you've found your chosen twist, allow the body to soften and relax as you hold. When the bell rings, gently ease your body back to the center. You can either take the knees gently to the opposite side into a simple twist, or if you're familiar, take the bottom leg back, reaching for the back foot with your back hand. Once you've found your chosen twist, the body is comfortable, you can relax and soften as you hold. Once you hear the bell, we roll over onto our bellies, stretching the arms forward, crossing one elbow on top of the other, and then clasping the hands however you can into eagle arms. If you want a stronger stretch, you can raise your elbows onto a pillow. If you can't get the elbows to cross, you can work with one arm at a time across the front of your torso, holding, relaxing once you've found your chosen position. Again, when you hear the bell, we repeat to the other side. Relax, release as you hold. As you hear the bell, crawling up onto your elbows, placing them either underneath the shoulders, a little forward or a little wider apart, however's comfortable for you. You can keep your head upright in the Sphinx pose, or you may like to drop your head forward and allow it to hang. Breathe gently as you soften and hold. When the bell rings, we push up on the hands and lift the torso up, bringing the knees underneath the body, sinking the tailbone back to the heels into a child's pose. You may like your knees together or your knees apart, the arms forward or the arms underneath the head, finding a restful position that you can soften and hold for a minute. Once the bell rings, we come up onto our hands and knees into a cat pose and slide the arms forward so we can move into puppy or melting heart. Forehead to the floor, to your mattress, chest softens, hips lifted. The arms may be nice or wider apart, or you may bend the elbows, placing the forehead on your forearms, allowing the elbows to widen. Once you've found a comfortable position, we hold, relax and soften. When the bell rings, we slowly ease our way out of the pose, sitting down to our buttocks, moving into half butterfly with one leg forward, the other foot to the inner thigh or somewhere along the inner leg. You can fold either straight forward or take another side bend, holding the outstretched leg wherever the hands may fall. Once you've found a comfortable position, again we stop, we breathe, we relax and hold. When the bell rings, we slowly ease the body up, moving over to the other side to repeat our half butterfly forward fold stretch. As the bell rings, we lift the body gently up, lying back on our backs, knees into the chest for up konasana pose, or you may like to finish off with an inversion, lifting the legs up towards the ceiling in Viparita Karani, the hands resting beside you, legs relaxed, thighs sinking into the hips sinking down into your mat or mattress. As the final bell rings, bring your feet back to the floor and decide if you'd like to continue your practice with some breath work, seated meditation, or a standing practice on your mat. I hope you've been inspired to start your day with yoga. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to know about new videos coming up, please subscribe to my channel.